before we start making things in Cabinet, I'm going to go over some basic terminology that we use throughout the platform, but also throughout this video manual, so you can come and refer back to it. So the basic hierarchy of Cabinet, from largest to smallest, goes from paper to unit to categories to source media, and I'm going to show what each of these are one by one. So first we have the paper, which is the largest category on Cabinet, and this can be equivalent to a particular course, module, or group of materials. So here we see 4 different papers. If we go into one of these papers, we have subdivisions of the paper called a unit, and this can be divided according to the class you teach, the topic, the theme, or really any other category. If we go into that unit, many times we'll go straight to the source or sources. Now the source is probably the most flexible component of Cabinet. Many people will choose to have a source to be one object, but we'll see that in this case you can have a source that is thematic. So we have Zodiac Man illumination, but if we go down to this gallery of images here, we'll see that this is a different illustration, not from the same object, but still is categorized as a Zodiac Man. So sources can have multiple source media, which are these images here, and this can be multiple photographs of the same object, or it can be different types of objects that relate to whatever that source is. So there is one last categorization that is slightly more advanced, and I'm going to show what it is through a different paper. So here we see an open paper for a course on medieval manuscripts, and here are the 5 units within the paper. If we go into one of these units, instead of directly taking us to the sources, we have a description of that unit, but we also have different categories. The nice thing about categories is that they group material, but they won't take you to a different page, meaning that you can open and close the categories and kind of browse them, and you can open multiple ones at once. The idea being that this is like a cabinet of information, and you can open these different drawers to browse the information.